In this video, we are going to discuss the three-step process to having and ensuring a quality conversation with the people that you're talking to. Now, you can use this three-step process in a lot of different ways. Somebody could have a concern, an issue, be really upset about something, and this three-step process will come to your rescue. Stay tuned. So you're here to learn the 3 steps to having and ensuring a quality conversation. What's exciting about this process is that it can be used in many different situations. If somebody came to you with a concern, an issue, an idea, or if somebody came to you and was just really upset, this is a process, a reactive process that you can lean on to ensure you have a quality conversation with that person. Now, this isn't a conversation that you plan for. This is when somebody comes up to you and you have to react to what they're saying. These 3 steps you can live with and be happy with the outcome. Step 1 of the quality conversation is to clarify and listen. Now, let me clarify exactly what that step means. If somebody came to you and said, "I'm frustrated," clarify does not mean, "Okay, so you're frustrated?" That is not what this step is. What this step means is to dig a little bit deeper. We like to use an acronym called TIDES. The T stands for tell me more. The I, in what ways. The D, describe for me. E, explain. And S, say more. This is an acronym, again, to lean on if somebody comes to you with any of the following: an issue, a concern, they're upset. When you have to react, lean on TIDES to help you clarify exactly what's going on with that person. And then you sit back and you listen. This step is very difficult for a lot of people because sometimes we can be 3 steps ahead. Maybe we've heard this issue or this concern in the past, and so we like to be quick to try to fix it or quick to tell them the answer. Instead, this is an opportunity to sit back and to let them talk, and in some cases, let them vent. The step number 1 is clarify and listen. That takes us to step number 2, which is restate and cushion. So restate, I did not say repeat. We don't want to parrot back exactly what they said. This step is pretty difficult until you get the hang of it. So as you clarify and they're explaining and venting and they're throwing all of these things at you, you have to kind of make like a mental bullet point checklist of the things that they're saying so that when you restate, you can go back to these and in an organic way, you are going to restate what you've heard back to that person. Repeating doesn't necessarily show that you understand or that you really heard them. But if you can take what they said and put it in your own words, that will make all the difference in the world. That will bring so much more confidence to that person that you took that time to really understand what they had to say. And sometimes, let's face it, as they're clarifying and we're listening, we may not be hearing the same thing. So it's really important in that restate step to make sure that we're on the same page, that you heard them correctly. The cushion is something to use. It's just like what it said. It's a nice cushion at either the beginning of your restate or at the end. So if that person expresses that they're upset, a cushion could be, listen, it makes sense why you're upset. I'm glad that you shared all of that with me, and then move into your restate. The cushion part of step number 2 is to do just that. It's really to make that restate so you really showed that you heard what they said. So if somebody comes to you and says, "You know what, I'm really upset," that's an emotion that you can tie to that restate. So as you're restating at the end, I could say, "And you know what, that makes sense why you're upset." That can be so powerful that you're not only restating the words and what's happening with this person, but you're bringing in the emotion as well. And that you show that you captured that in that second step. This step is the hardest step to this process. It takes practice, but you will get through it and you will get better at it. Why it's so hard is because it will never be the same. Every single time, it will change up how you restate what you've heard. And that's the way that it should be. So practice it. Don't get discouraged because it will make all the difference in the world for that person. That takes us into step 3. So you've clarified and listened. They've got a lot of stuff out on the table. You were able to restate and cushion what you heard. Now it's crucial that you go into step 3 and ask if there's anything else. A tip to this is to make sure that you say in addition to. So in addition to the things that we've discussed that are so important, is there anything else going on that you would like to talk about? This can sometimes prevent them from maybe rehashing what has already been discussed, and that you're not downplaying what has already been said. You're really opening up another door for them to discuss more with you. That can mean a lot to people. So here's the thing, you're either gonna get a no, and that they feel that they have been heard and everything is out on the table, or they're going to start venting some more. That's when the process will start all over again. Go back up to clarify. Use your tides. Tell me more. Explain to me. Help me understand. And this process will continue to go in a loop until you hear a no on anything else. These 3 steps have helped me so much in my career since I learned these. And the hard part about this is they seem very simple on paper, but it's a work in progress. And I think we can always improve the time that we take with people to truly listen and understand where they're coming from. But instead of winging it, now you have a 3-step process that you can ensure will have a quality conversation with that person. Like this video, subscribe to us, comment below, and we will see you next time.